Hi Capricorn, welcome to your weekly check-in for the 5th to the 11th of November. You may want to consider this like a post-eclipse check-in because we had a partial lunar eclipse in Taurus on the 28th of October. So take it as you will. You're welcome to like, share or comment on the video. You're also welcome to subscribe to the channel as well. And if you'd like to book a personal reading, then please go to the description box below the video for information on how to do that. So the box and book you can see here are from the oracle cards that I'm going to be using for today's reading. We're going to start off with a message from the Isis oracle, and that will be like a focal point for you for this weekly check-in. So what does Capricorn need to know for the 5th to the 11th of November? What is their main theme or focal point? What is the main theme or focal point for Capricorn for this check-in? Yes, it feels like a yes, so I'm going to take it. Okay, that was quick. So this is a pocket edition, so they don't actually have any writing on the image. Very interesting images though. And you have ancient power mysteries. The oracle guides you to honor the power of your voice, whether through spoken or sung words, or through what you write, speak about, or stand for symbolically. You have a potentially very powerful healing voice, and you are guided to recognize the responsibility that you have for what you proclaim through your voice. So Scorpio is the first video that I recorded for the weekly check-ins, and they got this as well with another card, so it can reference. So one of the things that came up was if somebody's a singer, if someone's a public speaker, a poet, something to that effect. That might be something, or it could just be speaking up for yourself. Potentially as well, or something that you believe in. So we'll put that there. Let's also get your energy, your main focal point from the tarot cards as well. So from the Everyday Witch Tarot, what does Capricorn need to know as their main theme for the 5th to the 11th of November? So what's your theme with the tarot? And you have the Four of Pentacles, which I believe is Sun in Capricorn, if you can see it there. So there's something you're not opening up about. Right, let's have a look at your energy specifically. Do I want to take that? No, try that again. Your energy specifically, that still doesn't feel right. Try it again. So Capricorn's energy specifically, how are you dealing with this energy? Right, there we go. Ace of Cups. Right, bloody hell, you might be holding some feelings in actually with the Ace of Cups there. And the word shut it down or shutting it down are coming to mind as well. External or surrounding energies for you. I was just going to say suppressed emotions, and then you get the King of Cups. I mean, the King of Cups knows how he feels, but he doesn't always express it, which is the common thing. It's a Scorpio card, and I was talking about this in, was it the Virgo video, the one I was just doing? Their video was to do about trusting people. Maybe you have issues trusting people, and that's why you're suppressing emotions. But yeah, there may be something that you need to speak out about that feels close to your heart, but you may not, for whatever reason, you don't want to say it, or I don't know. Let's see what else comes out here. So let's get your advice. If it's any swords cards, like the court cards, it's going to be hilarious. I'll try that again. Well, you've got the Sun there. That's a card of opening up. Right, that was very aggressive. I think that's the one. Right, oh, we've got King of Pentacles. That's an earth sign card as well. That's interesting. The King of Pentacles is known to be quite generous and giving, but he's in reverse, so he's not giving, is he? Right, this is an interesting reading already. Yeah, there's a big energy of holding back here. Holding back physically, emotionally. We don't have swords to say. I mean, well, the King of Cups, as we said, he doesn't say how he feels, does he? So I guess that covers the it's not literally a swords card, but that covers the energy of not using your voice, not speaking up for whatever it is that you need to speak up on. Let's get some clarifiers in here. So why is the Four of Pentacles there? What is this holding back energy, shutting down, suppression, whatever it is? Why is that there? What is this about? Is it protective? It could be protective. I mean, that's one of the reasons people don't open up, isn't it? Fear, is it fear of getting hurt or disappointed potentially? That's one thing that comes to mind. Anything else? Or have you been hurt recently, so you want to kind of keep to yourself? Anything else for Capricorn for the Four of Pentacles? Your cards don't even want to come out now, so even the cards don't want to tell us what's going on. Anything for Capricorn? Right, there we go. Eight of Cups. Six of Cups. Anything else? Right, we've got the Lovers, and it is in reverse, isn't it, pretty much? And then we have the Four of Swords, and that was kind of in reverse too. So you could be healing from a past relationship, whether it's romantic, a family relationship, friendship. What do I want to look at here? I don't even know where to be. And let's look at the Eight of Cups on its own. That's far too many. Well, actually, it's three. No, I'm going to try that again. Try that again. Eight of Cups, please. Right, there we go. Queen of Wands. Okay. I am getting a message. I'm just sort of observing. And then we have the Two of Swords and the Death card. Wow. Let's get one more for that. I'm going to try that again. That was a bit much. Try that again. Capricorn, your cards are kind of, I don't know. Well, I talked about suppressed energy, so that's quite strong here. Right, there we go. So we have the Moon in reverse. Yeah, that's how he should be. He should be upright. So I will say, first of all, that there is a need to change things. There's a need to open up and give, whether it means you speak up, you physically give, you open up emotionally. This Queen of Wands here, this could be you leaving that kind of sorrow behind and disappointment behind to go off and find. This could be your energy, a representation of an energy that you need to take on. This Queen of Wands who's very strong. She pursues whatever she wants. She doesn't really have any fear. She's quite fearless. She just goes up and it's like, I want this, I'm going to get this. Nothing's going to stop me. So it could be kind of recovering that part of yourself. If you've sort of felt suppressed, hurt, whatever, it's going off on a path and embodying that Queen of Wands energy or finding that part of yourself. Could also be going off to pursue a Queen of Wands has come up as well, because we've got the Lovers there. So that's a possibility as well, if there's a romantic element to it. Someone going off to find the Queen of Wands. But again, it needs to change. It needs to be opening up, because there's just pure shut down, closed off, suppressed energy here. Let's look at the Six of Cups. Every time I look at that the Lovers card, it feels like a broken connection. Again, whether that is romantic, non-romantic, friendship, family. There's fear about facing the past here, or anxiety or worry over the past with that Nine of Swords clarifying the Six of Cups. And I think your last reading was about potentially repairing. One of the parts of it was about potentially repairing a relationship. So is there someone that you've parted ways with? Again, whether it be a friend, family member, a past relationship where you want to repair things, but there's just an anxious energy around it. Anything else for that? With that, to clarify that Six of Cups. No, try that again. I mean, it was Justice and, I can't find it now. Justice and Temperance came out, and to me, that's like trying to make things right, isn't it? Restoring harmony, fairness, balance. Right, we've got the Knight of Swords. That's where you would need to use your voice and speak out, and that's where that fearlessness comes in. There's worry about speaking up, and and go in for what it is that you want, whether it is to repair a relationship with a person or it's that you're pursuing a particular path. There's kind of, it feels stressful. I mean, again, I said maybe you've recently been hurt and that's why you're holding back, or you have a fear of getting hurt, but there's definite holding back here. Let's look at the Lovers card. That's a disrupted or broken connection of some sort, whether it's with a person or something that you love, a path that you want to pursue. Let's get one to follow on from that Seven of Swords. So this is where at one point something would have been very satisfactory or had the potential at the very least, but then it just got turned to shit, didn't it? Yeah. Oh, this feels like it's Seven of Swords and the King of Wands is a need to be honest about how you feel and about what you want, whether that's being honest with yourself, just yourself, or another person as well. Let's look at the Four of Swords down there. I am using a lot of clarifiers, but I just want to be sure of what I'm thinking. So the Four of Swords. That's Ace of Wands for that. And let's see what else comes out. I think that's just, again, saying that there needs to, because the Four of Swords can be like a disconnection from people. But it looks like the desire is still there. And again, it's just a need to open up, really. The devil's what holds you back from your desires. But then that's what your heart wants, isn't it? With the Page of Cups. And then we have that Nine of Wands. So this can go two ways for me. I know the Nine of Wands is often about still standing, having been through a battle, which you probably would have been if you've experienced that Five of Cups. This one looks like forgiveness for me. Every time I look at it, that's probably the first thing that comes to mind is someone begging for forgiveness. And I think that came up in your monthly reading as well about forgiveness. But it could just be where you need to be resilient and persevere as well. If there's something or someone that you really want, then yeah, it's overcoming the anxiety, any fears you have, and just that feeling of being held back overall. So let's put these back. It may take me a minute to put them back. Should I pause the video to do this? Because there are a lot of cards out. Very tempted to, actually. And I don't need to have to sit here for a minute just waiting for me to put cards back. So I think I may pause it. So let's put these on top of the Four of Pentacles. That's your main theme. So just holding back energy. Again, maybe wanting to repair a connection or pursue a certain path, but being heavily held back. So I'm just going to pause to put these cards back. Okay, so hopefully I've saved you about a minute of your time. So we've got the Ace of Cups here. That's how you're handling things. As I said, it's suppressed emotion. And for some reason, I'm thinking beware of the dam breaking, whatever that means. But let's see. Let me just give the cards a shuffle, actually, to make sure they... Right, there we go. So why is the Ace of Cups here as how Capricorn's handling things? That's too many. There's an indecisiveness here as well, Capricorn, because it's like 1 second your cards are stuck, then too many are coming out. So I think that's probably why I said beware of the dam breaking, because when you suppress things, emotions especially, it's like a pressure cooker, isn't it? It's like, say if you felt resentful towards a family member or something like that that you lived with, and you're holding it in and you're sort of telling yourself, it's okay, I can handle it, it's no big deal, and then they do one tiny little thing to tick you off, like they turned the milk round the wrong way in the fridge, and then you blow up over that, not because of that event itself, but because they've pissed you off for a very long time and you've suppressed it. And I know it's not funny, but that, yeah, just that example of blowing up over the milk, or something simple like that. Or they put the remote control in the wrong place and then you feel like throwing the remote control at their head because of everything else that they've done that's annoyed you. But anyway, right, so Ace of Cups. The High Priestess, right. What comes after that? And it's in reverse, isn't it? So the High Priestess is usually, well, not usually, it can be intuition, it can be secrets as well. So you might be feeling like you can't hold it in any longer, to be honest. Let's see what else you've got. The Queen of Swords, okay. I mean, that's where she would speak her truth, isn't it? And it's next to the High Priestess in reverse. You may be feeling like you can't, you're struggling to hold it in, but you've got the Four of Cups there. So that could be a fear of disappointment or rejection. Anything else? Anything else here? Page of Swords, okay. So that can be about observation. That can also be about new truths as well. An energy of being willing to learn as well. Anything else? I mean, the main theme was about using your voice, wasn't it? And then the suppression energy as well. Yep, we'll take those two. So, Five of Pentacles and the Chariot. It feels like that Page of Swords is wandering. It's like you can't hold it in any longer. But if you do speak up, are you going to get hurt? Are you not going to get hurt? Is there going to be progression in the way that you want there to be progression? I'm going to look at that Four of Cups on its own and see what comes out for that. Seven of Swords, okay. Kind of like where you lie to yourself, isn't it? Yeah, we'll keep it. So Three of Wands, the Hermit, and the Five of Wands. That's indecisiveness. It literally feels like indecisiveness. You know, and you literally can't make a decision, so you're stuck. And the image I'm getting is imagine someone like standing in the middle of a road to pick some, like say something fell out of their pocket or something, money or something like that, or their mobile phone, and it somehow ended up across the middle of a road, and they go in the middle of the road to pick it up, and there's like a lorry coming towards them, and they look up and they're literally frozen in fear. It's like, you know, you've got to get out of the way of the lorry that's heading towards you so you don't get killed, but you're just stuck there and you're like frozen. That's what that feels like. It feels contradictory. It's like, I don't know, as I say, it feels like sort of lying to yourself or potentially being unwilling to take a risk, because the Seven of Swords can be about taking risks as well. So it's like the Three of Wands is there, the Seven of Swords is there, like, I want to pursue whatever it is, X. But then it's almost like you want to go off and hide in your cave as well at the same time. And it's like, well, you can't do both. You either come out of the cave or go in the cave. You can't be, well, I mean, you could stand at the doorway of the cave that you wanted to, if you wanted to, but then you'd still be stuck, wouldn't you? It's like questioning, can I face the challenge is what's coming to mind here. That's the energy I'm getting from this. Can I face the challenge? Let's look at the Chariot in reverse. So we've got the Emperor here, and then we have the Three of... It's a contradictory energy again. It's like, so the Chariot in reverse, you're not moving, you're not taking the lead, but then the Empress there, so it's like, well, you and the Three of Pentacles is where you make something work, where you bring it together, you put the effort in. It's like you're fully capable of it, but you're not doing it. And it's, the whole thing's contradictory actually. I mean, as I say, you've got the Ace of Cups there, that's a full cup of emotion, whatever it is that you have there and are able to give. You have that, you want to give it. By the looks of it, if you have an Ace of Cups, yeah, usually you want to give that cup. You have it there to give, but then all the other energy is energy of suppression. So it's really, really contradictory. I think that might be just the title of the reading, is a baffling amount of contradiction, I think, because I am baffled by how much contradiction is here. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. I think we've got enough from that. I mean, if I'm baffled, God knows how you feel, because I would not want to deal with that emotion. It's not easy. It's really not easy, and that kind of suppression can wear down on you big time. So let's look at the King of Cups, which is, again, it's an energy of keeping it to yourself, isn't it? That's the cup, isn't it? He has the cup there, but he's keeping it to himself. He's just observing, looking out, being cautious, being wary, and just keeping it to himself. So why is the King of Cups there? That's the energy around you. It's your energy and the energy around you as well. Again, that challenge card. Can I face the challenge? Yep. Yep, can I face the challenge? Well, you probably can if you've got the 9 of Wands. How long for, I don't know. Yeah, that's really suppressed energy. You've got the Hanged Man. Again, he's keeping it to himself. And then you've got the 7 of Wands. That's really defensive energy. But again, it's still feeling contradictory, like can I face the challenge, but then wanting to keep to yourself as well at the same time. But I would say that if you're keeping something big to yourself, you're probably at this 9 of Wands, and once you get to the 10, that's where the dam breaks, isn't it? Because you can't, how long can you hold those 10 wands before they mess your muscles up and you just drop them from pure exhaustion? Let's get one more. Yep, I think that's probably the emotion, isn't it? Let's get something for the Queen of Cups. Are you protecting your emotions? That is, yeah, you're protecting your emotions. It's the 3 of Swords has fallen. So I would say that you are protecting your emotions. You don't want to get hurt. Anything else? Wheel of Fortune, 5 of Swords. You might doubt that you can change things, to be honest. Or you desire change, but you have doubts about if things can change. And that's why you're protecting your emotions. Let's look at the Hanged Man, or the Hanging Man in this deck. That could be why you're keeping your feelings to yourself, because you just, there's a lot of doubt here, and indecisiveness and contradiction, and just, yep, there's that 10. There's the 10 of Wands where you can only keep it to yourself. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles as well. I mean, how long can he juggle for before his arms get tired? Let's get another one for that. Yeah. There's the 10. But it's in reverse. And the thing is, there could be the potential for a great amount of abundance here, but there's so much resistance that everything's in reverse, like resistance to ending this juggling and the burden, resistance to pursuing potential abundance. It's a really weird, I mean, how long can the Hanged Man stay in limbo as well? I mean, he's upside down. I know this is not real, the character's not real life, but imagine being held upside down in real life. How long would it be before you have the biggest migraine and your body just sort of rejects the fact that you're upside down, and it's just like, nope. I mean, I don't know what would happen if you were upside down for a very long time. I imagine that at the very least you'd end up with a massive migraine. You'd probably feel very nauseous at some point because the contents of your stomach is upside down. Yeah, you can't stay in that position forever. But there's a major amount of resistance here. So let's move on to your advice and see what comes up for that. It's just, this is really odd, really, really odd. It's almost like a determination to keep it to yourself in a weird way, or to not speak up. But as I say, how long can you do that for? So let's put these back. And as I say, I know it looks like you're protecting your emotions, whether it's to do with people, a situation, a particular path where you don't want to get hurt, and you have invested emotionally. I don't know what to say, to be honest. The card says, honor the power of your voice. So I don't know what else to say. Right, King of Pentacles, your advice. Okay, let's clarify the King of Pentacles. I think the advice is asking you how long can you suppress yourself. That's probably what the advice is. But let's see what else comes out. Okay, this is where you give, isn't it? That's where you need to give. So that would be the advice, is to give in whatever sense that means, whether you need to speak up, open up emotionally, physically, give your energy to something. Maybe that's it. Maybe there's a certain path you want to pursue, whether it's a career path or something to that effect. And there's a procrastination energy where could be something to do with buying a new home, actually. Here, because the King of Pentacles, it's some material things, isn't it? So maybe that's something as well. There's something financial there. Could be starting your own business. Something to do with your foundation. And it can be physical foundations, but it can be the foundation of your life, who you are. It could even be resistance. I don't think we got the Tower, did we? But, you know, like a resistance to spiritual awakening as well. That can be something too. Where it's like internally you feel the pressure, you feel the energy that wants you to change, that wants you to transform, but you resist it. And it's like, well, how long can you resist it before you start to lose your mind? I know that sounds really dramatic, but yeah. And I would say as well, the advice does feel like you need to give and open up and share, but in the right places, because you could already be giving somewhere else or have given elsewhere, and you may feel like, well, I've got nothing left to give to that particular situation. So I was like, well, let it go then and give your time and energy and attention elsewhere. You know, like when you've been in a job and for a very long time and it's like, well, there's no more, I can't progress in this anymore. I'd like to do something different. I feel like I'm being pushed to change, but like resistance to it, isn't it? Right, there's the King of Swords. That would be honoring the power of your voice, wouldn't it? So I am going to get something for, I'm going to get something for the Four of Wands out of curiosity. Oh dear, we've got the Three of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Anything else? No, try that again. This is where I feel that there's that thing about needing to give to the right place. Because the Ten of Pentacles, it's a long-term commitment, isn't it? And that's in reverse. I mean, it could be speaking of the resistance to building a stable foundation. But yes, be careful where you where you commit and what you give to. And don't be afraid of starting again as well, is coming to mind. If you feel like you've given a lot of energy somewhere else and you've built a foundation, I mean, the Tower's not here, but if it feels wrong, then don't be afraid to scrap what you've already built and start again. I mean, take careful consideration of what you do and how you do it, but, you know, you may need to be clear on what you want your foundation to be, actually, with the Ace of Swords. There might need to be some clarity there, or how to do it, or what's involved exactly. Or you may need to gain some clarity about whether or not what you have given to is the right foundation for you. Let's get something for the King of Swords. So it could be about being honest with yourself. Well, it will be about being honest with yourself first and foremost, and then others. Yeah, there's the Two of Swords. That's that blockage again. There's a need to speak up. So we've got the Wheel. Yeah, to change things, you're going to need to speak up. As I said, don't be afraid to start again if you need to. Right, I'm going to leave that there because even I'm getting a headache from this struggle. So I don't know, I can't imagine how you feel if you're going through this. It's hard. I personally, well, don't get me wrong, I have been in situations where I've been stuck and suppressed things for a long time, but yeah, I can only do it for so long and then the dam does break with me. I don't know how long this has gone on for, but I don't know. Feel free to share your story in the comment section if you want to. But yeah, it feels really confusing, like the kind of thing that like trying to figure out a bloody puzzle in Saw or something like that. That's how hard it feels, trying to figure out how to survive. Okay, let's get you a final message from the postcard from Spirit Oracle. Right, okay, so you have, am I going to read all of these to you? Yeah, I think I will, and it will make the reading longer than the other ones I've filmed so far. But to be honest, I think you need it because it looks like in a very, very weird energy. So let's do all of them. I think they'll all be relevant. You've got 3. That's quite a lot to get, but here we go. If you decide that you can't be bothered to watch all of these messages, then yeah, it is what it is. But I think these will be helpful to you. So it says, "Dear you, uncertainty is the new normal for the whole world. Things are changing at a rapid pace and the old ways we once trusted are no longer reliable. But leaving the familiar behind can be a good thing. When you are pushed to step into the unknown, you are pulled forward into discovering new possibilities that have been hidden in plain sight. Check in with your higher power. Your soul knows better than your small self. Have faith in the support of a higher power and the infinite potential for your life. Right now, the advice we have for you is this: try something new, do something different. You won't know how it feels, what it looks like, or what the outcome will be if you do not take that first step into the unknown and experience the unfamiliarity. You'll be so glad you did because the treasure will appear. We're so proud of you for being brave. You are so loved and supported." Yeah, that's all I can say. I'm going to put this over here. It speaks of the was it check in with your higher power? So that voice, the power of your voice, that feels connected. So check in with the power of your voice, like what your truth basically, is what I'm getting with that. So next one. "Dear you, sometimes you just feel like no one understands you. You're not heard, or even that you don't count. This, my dear, is a terrible illusion, and although your feelings tell you that abandonment is real, well, we who love you know better. You are never alone, and even when rejection happens, you are ultimately being protected so better things can replace what wouldn't have worked in the first place. Everyone on this side of the veil is watching over you and rooting for your ultimate success. Life loves you, we love you, and you are a unique spark of the divine and always connected to the light and to source. You are always in our care. Trust and keep the faith. Love you always and forever." Again, to that, all I can say is, yeah. There may be abandonment issues, actually. That could be where you're protecting your emotions if there are abandonment issues. So finally, "Dearest you, the common sayings be in the world, not of it, and wear the world loosely refer to the need to be engaged with life while not being attached to specific outcomes. Do not take the world too personally, for you are one of many co-creators here to play, and we have many ideas about how all this should play out. Just know the outcomes don't matter as much as the presence you bring to each experience and how you let yourself flow through life. There's a real freedom in knowing and accepting this. So will you wear the world loosely, or will it straitjacket you? It is your choice. Whatever happens, have the courage to keep trying to live as you are meant to. And when it comes to manifesting, don't worry about the how or even the why. We have that covered. Everything is going to turn out exactly as it should. Spirit has a plan, loving you always and forever." Again, all I can say is, yeah, I'm glad I read all of them because I really feel like they're all relevant. And that straitjacket, this is what it feels like. This is what the whole reading has felt like a straitjacket where you just don't know. You want to get out, you don't know how to get out, and I don't even know. I don't know, but again, feel free to like, share, or comment on the video. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you're welcome to do that as well. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, then please see the description box below. And to be frank, with this energy, I really do wish you all the best, because that's all you're gonna get out of me. Yeah, should I just call the reading? Yeah, but until the next video, take care, and I hope that you get out of the straitjacket. So take care. Thanks for watching.